Everyone's concerned about the coronavirus, and the stakes are much higher for older people. Today, I'm going to talk about the market, mortgage rates, and you. What should you be doing?
Welcome to 772 Living with Lisa.
Well, hello and welcome. My name is Lisa Ammons. I'm a real estate broker here in South Florida, and I thought today I would address the elephant in the room. First, this is not my normal video, and if you watch my channel, you would know that, but I thought it was an important topic, and I wanted to, give some information about our current conditions and my thoughts on the situation. Okay, let's start off with the market. Many of the people that watch this channel are approaching retirement age, so I'm sure current market conditions are concerning you. I'm concerned too. This whole coronavirus thing can get you stressed out. But I have found that keeping a calm head is going to be your best friend. Freaking out is not going to make you feel better and will accomplish nothing. My suggestion is that you talk to someone that you trust, that knows your situation and knows the market.
If you're taking financial advice from someone, know who that person is, where they are coming from, and whether they are trying to sell you something. The bottom line, always approach with caution.
The financial markets right now are being treated like it's a unique event. And it's really not a unique event. Markets go up and down daily, and we've had big drops before. It's not unusual, but the mainstream media loves to report it as a disastrous event because it keeps eyeballs on their network. What attracts eyeballs? Fear. And eyeballs on their channel equals profits to the news networks. The sky is not falling. People are not going to be jumping out of the windows on Wall Street. You want to save yourself some sanity, turn it off. So my advice is not to watch day-to-day news. Certainly don't look at your portfolio every day. It's not healthy. It goes up, it goes down. Put it aside. If you are someone who is retiring within the next 12 months, of course you're going to be stressed. But if you are looking to retire in the next 12 months, you really should be positioned in less risk. And if you are in a less riskful situation, you're probably not feeling the pain that younger people are feeling. I'm 10 years out. I've got way more risk than I would like, but I'm going to stay the course. If I sell things now, it's going to be a big loss. So just going to wait for it to filter out and come back. I'm very confident that it'll come back. It always does. It just takes time. So if you have a plan, stick to it. Now, being the type of girl that I am, a half glass full type person, this coronavirus crap has handed us, if anything, a small little crumb of positive news, and that would be interest rates have dropped. But I wanted to touch on that and clear a few things up. So the Fed cut the benchmark rate to in between a 0% and 25%. But this is not a consumer rate. This is the rate that banks borrow money from one another for short-term lending. It is not a consumer rate. It does trickle down and offer you a lower interest rate, but you're not going to get a 0.25% interest rate. It doesn't work that way. Now, many consumers that have ARMs, adjustable rate mortgages, they will likely see a reduction in interest rate without having to refinance. The rate will just drop. It will not happen immediately, but many of those ARMs are attached to like the prime rate or LIBOR. Some of those only adjust once a year, but some of them adjust every 3 or 6 months. So depending on what type of product you have, you will see a reduction in interest rates. If you are considering a refinance, talk to your lender and make sure you're going to stay in the home, because there's a cost to refinancing. You can anticipate almost 3% of the mortgage amount as closing costs, because you're starting your escrows all over again. You've got appraisal, you've got title, you've got deed stamps, all those closing costs that you incur when you purchase, or nearly as close to it. It's not quite that high, but you will incur those, and that's going to get slapped onto your mortgage balance. So think about that carefully as to whether or not it makes sense for you to do the refinance. But if you can get rid of, PMI or shorten your term, it's something to at least consider, and I would call my lender to discuss that. And if you're in the market to buy a home, you're going to be able to buy more house than you were able to buy before, because the interest rates are lower. Now, I looked up rates a couple days ago after the Fed cut it, and they were running anywhere between 3.625 to 4% on a 30-year mortgage. The rate is going to depend on you specifically. It's not a flat rate for everybody. It's based upon risk, your credit, how much money you're putting down, what type of loan product you get. FHA rates are different than conventional rates. So there are a lot of moving parts, a lot of variables. You need to speak to a lender about that. But the bottom line here is the rates are low, and you can either refinance your house or buy a lot more house than you were able to buy before. Likewise, if you're looking to sell your property, you may have opened up more potential buyers for your property, because now, if they couldn't afford a $350,000 house before, they may be able to afford it now. It's, it may offer an opportunity. It's hard to say. Now, here in South Florida, like the rest of the country, we're all going through some lifestyle changes. Many of the businesses are closing earlier. We have restaurants and bars that have new rules about occupancy, 50% capacity is a maximum, so people can stay further away. We're all going through some strange times right now, but as a general rule, most of the people that I've talked to are handling it quite well. There's certainly no reason to panic. Just follow some very good guidelines. Do your part to social distance. I have no problem with that. I think I was social distancing myself well before it became popular, but use this as an opportunity. Maybe take some time to read a book, circle back to some hobbies maybe that you haven't had time to partake in, FaceTime with your grandkids, or Skype on your computer. Maybe take up some yoga, meditation, do some stretching. There's all kinds of things that you can do now that you've got a little more time at home. You're going to be spending time at home. Use it to your advantage. Try not to let the situation overwhelm you. I have a lot of old pictures, boxes of them. This could be a prime opportunity to do some organizing, maybe create a nice little, tabletop, coffee table book with some old pictures, just to give you an idea. If you live here in South Florida, of course, a good walk on the beach never hurt anybody. Certainly provides for some great views, and I find it's great for stress management. We're all dealing with this situation in our own way, and hopefully I've given you just a couple little things to make you feel better. I hope that you stay happy and healthy, you wash your hands, and that everyone in your family is safe. Hopefully my next video will not be so serious. And if you are bored, there's plenty of stuff on this channel to watch. If you want entertainment, I would suggest the Realtor Life videos. They're a little on the more entertaining side. If this coronavirus thing keeps up, I'm gonna have to get some new material because, you know, people don't want to necessarily watch videos about mortgages and interest rates. I'm Lisa Ammons, down here in sunny South Florida. I want to thank you for watching. Stay safe. Yeah, they told me they were closing the bars up. That was stressful.